option now?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Next to your leave button,
Yeah.
there is a share.
Are you all able to see my desktop?
We are able to.
Yes, yes, we are able to.
Okay. So as for very good morning to all of you. My name is Abbas, and here in Cloud and Loud community, I present you some parts which is assigned to me, Vijay. So we start with the AWS. So the first assignment what I assigned to is the question. I think how to choose EC2 instance type if your application CPU, disk or memory or
No,
network.
no. That and all we discussed. Now
Okay.
there is a how to deploy the WordPress.
Okay. So if first why we need to WordPress. So that means WordPress is a website framework. Okay.
Yes.
So if you go through other sites also, there will be means, for example, this is for example, this is a best example what I show. This is a Cloud and Loud.
Yeah.
And this is totally designed on the WordPress. How I come to know that this is designed to WordPress? Because I have some plugins, and even I don't have that plugins. So there is some options in the WordPress that always shows. Might be some issues with HTTPS or what. Excuse me. Your website is not working. Yeah, now it's working. Yeah, just hold on. So it's take time load. So what if we note upload a website? What two things I need? A machine and an S3 desktop. Okay, S3 memory. Sorry, not desktop, memory. So if I want to implement a website in my AWS architecture, so there are some services I need to know. What's this? Route 53. I use this thing Route 53 because I want to point some domain. What is domain? Domain name is like a some name, as your my name is Abbas, Vijay is there. So there is some domain which is .com, .org and .xyz. These are the domains market in a availability. So first thing is this: if I want to implement any WordPress site or any HTML site, or so I want to show to the client or anybody with extension. So first thing is this: I need a Rouse S3 53 dashboard. Second, what I need storage S3, which is somewhere I'm wrong, so I'm apologize for that. Okay.
No. These are all how to create and manage a website. But what I'm saying is, you create one EC2 instance and show how you will install WordPress there.
Okay. Just those two minutes. So these things are majorly generally people programmer do another to do. Now what if I want to upload automatically a ready-made instance with a EC2? So what I need to do? Select EC2.
Even you are not able to run it.
No,
but
just two minutes.
Yeah.
Just two. I'm sorry for my network issues, but I'm so sorry for that. Extremely sorry. So in EC2,
I think no. Even no need to launch instance. If you have the steps, just to explain. Okay, we'll do one thing.
Just give me 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes. Just give me. Once we go to this process, launch instance, then we select the AMI. So in AMI, we need to select the WordPress. Okay, so that is AMI is pre-default. So once we select the AMI with WordPress, then we install to selected the T2 instance, small, medium, or large, depending upon your operations, depending upon your team, depending upon your work. Once it's launched, then you able to access by their portable links, which is given to you. What IP you selected out. Even the security groups, you need to measure security. You need to give TCP. That is a major part. 80 TCP to anywhere. Click it out. This need to be security option should be there. So these are the options which are need to be select for the EC2 for the WordPress implementation.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just okay. There is another person also want to explain.
Okay.
Mahendra, can I just make you admin? Yeah, Mahendra, can you just start present? Now you are admin. But I'm expecting something which.
Vijay, actually, I haven't created kind of.
Okay, in that case, I will just share my screen. Wait, because the time is running. We don't have time to cover everything. So, is everyone at least from tomorrow? Please spend some time rather than scattering all everything, because this is the reason I arranged this open argument use case session. Okay, even I am not giving all to you all topics. You select some topic, at least one or two. You go to Google, you research it, and share it with me in the table what you got. I'm not expecting some of the things are even hands-on, but what I'm saying is at least I want to know how your decision making skills, how your the activity, how you are trying to achieve that specific task. Okay. The question is how we can create the WordPress. Okay. So launch and configure WordPress instance in AWS Cloud. If you ask me, I'm not a developer, I'm not a website guy, but I want to implement the need. Either I can go simply, I'm just going to here. I'm going to say launch instance. Okay. Either you can select this and install the WordPress. How do you install? You can configure the installation procedure, saying that you can go this WordPress.org. You can go here, WordPress.org. You can download that tar file and you can install it. This is one of the option. Okay. And the second one is you can go here and search WordPress, enter it. You can enter it, and then
It comes in a Vijay comes in a AWS marketplace.
Marketplace. Even there is a community AMI also is there. Already there are a lot of images. You can have WordPress is pre-installed. Okay, WordPress with what features you want, everything is already available. Okay, you can select this. But what I expected from people is while going this, okay, what you need to decide. Okay, can you tell me from the screen what is important for me to decide?
Instance type. Instance type. And pricing.
Price. But what I'm saying is, no, blindly not price, but there is a something we need to consider. What is that?
Based on the usage, we need to select the instance type and then compare the cost.
So before selecting this, as usual, you need to check about your RPO and RTO and your sizing calculation. Based on that, you need to come here and select it. So what is this EC2? What is this software? Why there is a 2 cost?
It's a free one.
Software is free because
WordPress is free.
community based, and the cost of that is around this is about the how much instance you use for particular hour.
Okay. So, and also one more thing you need to understand this, whenever you select something, the EBS always you have to calculate the pricing, right? When you are not launch, right, then this will not. So this calculation you need to keep it in one Excel sheet for your documentation purpose, and you need to go back your actual product, the WordPress, just for example, any application, they will have their recommended size and instance type. If you go, say for example, Click or some application, they will have specific to some advisory, and you need to pick up that related model, not all model. This also people are really missing. Say for example, if you go to Click, they advise go to R5 2x large onwards, but there are other option also, instance types also available. So you should not go against what they recommended. If you have any custom requirement, first you need to clarify what is the mitigation or what is the challenges if I go with against their recommendation. That kind of a effort you need to do it. That is why I asked everyone to do this. Even this WordPress, if you want to deploy, you simply take this. There is a URL in AWS itself. There is a simple URL. You can take this. So here also, I just want to show you, you select some AMI, which is the Amazon Linux 2. This is Amazon Linux 2. If I don't want to go with the marketplace, go with the Kickstart. I'm going to remove this. Okay. I'm just going here. So I'm just going the Amazon 2 Linux. Okay, then you select the capacity because you know already what is minimum, what is maximum you require, and go here. Come down. So you need to follow all the commands step by step. Okay, so this is how I expected from you. There is no super duper, already is there. You need to show me this in front of the table. But while doing this, I was expected this. Okay, can you tell me what is the actual we are trying here? We are trying to configure what? Can anyone explain?
Database along with WordPress.
So WP admin. So basically, any website you need to configure as the WordPress, right? This is the actual where your backend you can configure it and host it, the website. So this, instead of going there and take as a, this is software as a service, but I don't want to go with a software as a service. I want to install myself and in my own server with the my own domain to configure. That is the exact. Okay, I am creating one machine, right? I am creating one machine, EC2 machine. In this, I am installing WordPress software. Okay, and then I am installing the database, and I'm configuring the relevant table, and I am populating the correct data here. Everything is in this URL. Maybe I can share in the chat. So once you did it, then you need to attach this with the domain name. Okay, then from any internet you can access this domain name, what will happen is directly this domain name will come to your EC2 instance. Right now, anyone tell me what really you need apart from this? So you install software, you configured all these settings in a specific configuration file, and come down, you restart the services. So now your website is running. Now, what is you need apart from this? That is my question. That is why I raised this use case. So you are creating a machine, you installing it. Can you anyone raise your hand? Okay, Riaz, go ahead. Ravi, go ahead. Ravi, yes, go ahead, Ravi.
Vijay, we need Apache server as well.
Sorry?
We need a web server, Apache.
Apache is already we are installing there, right?
Yeah. And we need to point it to the, from public DNS, so we have to point it to the correct directory where the website is hosted. Then only the website will load.
So basically, apart from this, whatever they mentioned, so you need to configure with your DNS name. That also you can go with the actual your EC2 instance will itself will get some public IP. But what I'm saying is you can even route through the DNS. But how many of you agree? How many of you disagree? Okay. This is how I thought to people to explain. Okay, so here I am configuring the EC2. Okay, in EC2 you download the WordPress software, you install it, you download the database, you package, install it, configure it. You also install the web server, HTTPD Apache web server. Now you map this web server to Route 53. Route 53. Now, I'm going to ask one simple question. Instead of routing all the traffic via Route 53, okay, now I want to have better performance in AWS. How you will do this? I want to have better performance in my website. This is my website. Actually, WordPress is my website. So in AWS, how do you make sure you are okay? CDN, any other input? Any other input? There is a person, Nirmal. So he's saying,
can we use ALB?
Okay, ALB and all by default, you need to think about it because it's tomorrow you need to expand it, you need to scale it, everything. But I'm looking for a different answer. Yes, Asaruddin, GDPR. So there is a different location people will access. So I need to first restrict my website, which location has to be accessed, right? That is the first one.
AWS Firewall.
No, there is another service. So, okay, let me give you an example. I want to access this from only in Europe, only in US, only in Africa. Nobody should access from India, or nobody access. So, or everyone should access India. Apart from India, no one should access. So, like this.
Okay. Okay. Use a route policy. Routing policy in Raspberry geolocation.
See, geolocation will help you to configure, right? But in effective way, you want to apply all the spam rules. Everything has to manage in a better way. Have anyone tried this? You said firewall, right? Oh.
Yes, AWS Firewall Manager.
I have four. Sorry, first three. The last one is VPC. So which one you will go? Either AWS Network Firewall or WAF or Firewall Manager.
I will use a Firewall Manager.
I can go with WAF and Shield.
Why?
I think
Why?
WAF also.
Why?
WAF is a web application firewall, so it can stop, like if you want to block any IP based, we can block it.
Yeah. So who said the firewall?
Me, Madhavi.
No. You said the web application firewall. There is a firewall.
Isaac.
I said. Okay. See, this is how you need to take a decision. Like, there are a couple of services. Some of the services are more similar, but which service we need to pick up from this? Okay. I'm just going and I'm typing firewall. I'm going to show you. These are all the discussion I expected from this as part of this topic. Okay. I'm going for Firewall Manager. It's not something I'm expecting all hands on always from you people, but I'm expecting to improve your decision making skills. If you have this skill, it doesn't matter what use case, it doesn't matter what technology. Okay, I'm just going here. Okay, now I'm going to create a okay, wait, I'm going for Firewall Manager. Okay, so there is a small difference. You can create it. Okay, I would prefer to go with web application firewall, including your firewall rules. But the advantage here is if you go with WAF, you can straight away, based on the URL, you can create a group set and you can block it. Okay, even you can assign a throttle. Okay, if particular region coming with more than one IP, say 2 requests, right? You simply spam it. Those kind of a very effective rule and control it. Everything is really on the fly. But only thing is you need to reconsider what exactly you are going to block it. Yeah, Vignesh, you just unmute it. Kishore, you can also unmute it. Vignesh and Kishore, now you can unmute.
There is also another services in a cloud front that is also used to block the specific country itself.
Okay, now CloudFront, what is the need? What is the need? Yes, you are saying CloudFront also we can do it, but what is the exact? Because each service, each cloud vendor, they created for some specific feature. There is a clue in the screen itself.
Content delivery network. It is save the cache data in edge locations. So yes. So for I say by example. So I am in India. So Flickr.com. Example Flickr.com. It is hosted in US, right? I am the first user. I am hitting the Flickr.com. I may get some delay in getting the response. The same website, a second user hitting the same website, so he will not feel that much of delay. I may take 10 seconds. He may took even 2 seconds also possible. So because already it is saved in cache in edge location.
Oh, okay. So so whenever your purpose, your web application is going to serve more content across globe, but you want to speed up the content, at the same time you want to restrict it, right? So go with the CDN, also with the WAF rule. WAF rule, especially on you will be saved from all attacks, right? So but WAF rule also with a combination of CloudFront, right, and or application load balancer. The WAF rule is a wrapper for your API gateway, for your CloudFront, for your application load balancer. You understand, Vignesh? Yeah. So so you need to understand that CloudFront also you need to again make sure you have a relevant WAF. For application load balancer also you need to make sure the relevant web application firewall rule. for application API gateway. Anyway, I'm just creating a sample Swagger file. I will just deploy and I will explain this. So this also see, which means web application firewall is a universal which help you to use this service in an effective way. Correct? Is that correct, Vignesh?
Yes.
Yeah. Now you tell me. Now I'm going back to the same question. So to launch WordPress instance in AWS cloud, okay, you need to list down the purpose. Okay, for this website, am I going to display what? Am I going to serve any more videos? Am I going to serve more data from my website? People are going to access very often. So based on this, you need to decide this parameters. Are you clear? Is everyone clear? Confirm in the chat. Okay, so now I'm going back to the next one. This is what we have discussed. And can you just someone explain? There is a create auto scaling with minimum to maximum 6, increase CPU utilization using stress. Okay, and even you don't show the stress command. I need someone to show what stress command you will use and where you will mention this 2 and maximum 6. Any I think Naveen, Rajesh, Madhavi, Jefferson.
Hi, Vijay.
Okay. So anybody from this?
Vijay, Naveen here.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. So
you can share. Already you are in presenter list only.
Okay. Are you able to see my screen?
Not yet. Yes.
Yes.
We are able to see the screen.
So usually the auto scaling group it will be available. So you will be having an auto scaling group in the EC2 dashboard, EC2 section. So here here you will be able to create an auto scaling group, but first we have to create the launch configuration. So launch configuration is nothing but what type of EC2 instance you need to create, and yeah, so this is what type of AMI I need to use, what type of instance type, and if it is a spot instance, we need to select this. And if there is any IAM role, right, I need to provide for that for instance that is going to be launched using auto scaling group or the launch configuration, that I need to select here. And once everything is selected, like storage and all those things, once the launch configuration is selected, we have to create an auto scaling group. Can I create one?
Yes. You can select the image is not a big deal. You can select any.
Okay, I'll select CentOS.
Yeah, you can select any OS.
Choose the instant type.
Yeah. So now hereafter everyone will start ask or start think what instance type you need. You will not go blindly, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
So for this purpose, I'm just selecting A1 medium. So I don't need a spot instance. I'm not giving an IAM role.
Yeah.
So if I need to enable monitoring, right, for detailed monitoring for CloudWatch, I need to select this checkbox. Else, some monitoring will be available in CloudWatch for this thing when it is launched. So if this EBS optimized, like it is about the volume that we are going to attach. If it's a volume, needs to be an optimized volume or something like that.
Yeah.
So this if we want to attach any root volume, right, root volume will be coming by default. If any additional volume needs to be attached for that instance, that needs to be selected here. What type of size that and all needs to be selected here. I will remove this. I don't want that, and I will show that it is. So security group, if I have an existing one, I can select the existing security group that will be attached to the particular EC2 instance which is launching. So I will create a new one. So just for this purpose, I will just create a port reach 80.
I really request next day, tomorrow onwards, please join with some silent room, or else please, because I'm keep on repeating this. I hope we are all working in IT. The idea here is I want to do more argument with everyone to make sure you're all confident at the end of this program. But from all your side, I request only one thing: please join from dedicated room. This is also going to be like a office call.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm creating a launch configuration. Okay, so now using this launch configuration, I can create an auto scaling group, and I can attach this launch configuration.
Yes. So wait, so why we need auto scaling a group? So because what you created first, what you are creating now?
That is a launch configuration. That is what type of instance and what type of AMI that needs to be used to create that instance. That is like a template. So that template will be used in an auto scaling group. So because auto scaling group doesn't know what to create, right? So it will reference that template and it will create what based on the information available in the template.
So wait, so when you go to any project, when you go to any production, then what is the actual scenario there? Say, for example, you want to do auto scaling in production in web server space, right? So what you need to do is first to take one machine, configure that machine, and log in that machine, install everything and configure it, and take a AMI and use that AMI. Am I correct? Am I correct? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So because the reason is when the auto scaling triggered, the machine will be launched. The moment the machine will be up and running, the moment the machine will be under load balancer, the load balancer will start send the request to there, right? The machine should be in a position to process the request, which means the machine should be up and running with all configured application, all configured directories, all configured running services. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So here I'm just selecting the template. Yeah, just to launch configuration. Okay, so here whatever launch configuration that we have created that will be applicable here. So when we are selecting demo launch configuration thing, so next we need to select in which VPC we need to place this auto configuration or place this instance, and what is the availability zone. We can select all the availability zone, or we can select max of 3, or minimum we can select more than 1. so that high availability will be
across zones. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So next thing is, so here the load balancer option comes. So I can place it, I can attach it to an existing load balancer, or I can create a new load balancer for this auto scaling group. Because if we are going to attach it to the existing one, then it will place the place the instance inside that target of that existing load balancer. And if we create a one, it will be like a separate one, and it will create a new one, and all the instance will be placed in that load balancer.
Yeah.
So health check, the EC2 health check will be by default, it will be checked whenever EC2 health check is nothing but it will be pinging that particular EC2 instance to check whether the EC2 instance is alive or not. If we are using a load balancer, we can also click on this ELB. The load balancer, it will do a check. It will make a check for the ELB to ensure that all the instance available inside that load balancer is healthy or not.
Okay.
So health check grace period. It's nothing but the time gap between the health check, one health check and the second health check. So how much time we need to leave between the two health checks, one health check and second health check. So it depends upon this seconds depends upon that.
Yeah.
So again, monitoring. So if we enable this, it will be sending the information to the CloudWatch, and we can do some. We can monitor the details in the CloudWatch in a metrics space. So I'm not doing that. So here is the desired capacity, minimum capacity, and maximum capacity. The desired capacity is any cases we need at least one EC2 instance to be running in a load balancer or inside a load balancer, or at any cost we need to have one EC2 instance. Okay, that is called a minimum desired capacity, and minimum capacity is same as a desired capacity because it also determines how many EC2 instance needs to be up and running at any cost.
Okay, so for this only we explained, we discussed on what is the minimum requirement, what is the maximum requirement as part of RPO.
Yes, we used the capacity
sizing.
Yeah, we used vCPU. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, scroll down.
Okay. This scaling policy is nothing but how the this instance should be added, or instance should be scaled in, scaled down based on the requirement, right? So if we don't use any scaling policy, the none is selected. If we use targets tracking policy, then based on CPU utilization, average network out, and application load balancer request count per. These are the 4 ways in which we can increase the number of instance using this auto scaling group. So here we will be giving, if we are using average CPU utilization, if the average utilization is more than 50%, then the instance will be scaled in. That means new instance will be added. If it is less than 50%, the newly created instance will be scaled out. It means it will be removed. So yeah, so that is used for that. That is the thing here. This is nothing but like it is kind of a cool down period. So between the scale down and scale up, right? So if you are having more than 50% of CPU utilization, and you are going for a scale,
how quick you want to add the machine into the production?
Yes. It will consider all the request that is already available in that instance. It will wait for that request to be completed. So all those things will be determining the scale, this second warm up time. So instance scale in production.
So you are creating scale out, right?
Yes.
So after the utilization came to normal, Again, you want to remove the added missions also, right? That also has to be happen automatically, right?
Yes.
Scale out is expanding. Scale in means again come back to normal because you already came to normal.
Yes.
Right. So click that. So enable the instance scale protection. So if you select this, if the newly launched thing, by default it will be protected. So this is optional if you want. Just remove that and use it when you need it. Say next.
Okay. So
And,
this
I
is
really request Naveen from tomorrow, please join from some silent room because there is a lot of noise is occurring. Okay,
okay.
go to next because treat this as a office call because I'm putting all my effort to make you all loud. Please give your support. Yeah, I'm
Sure.
repeating it several times.
Sure. Sorry, Vijay. Yeah.
Yeah. Next. Yeah, notification. If you want to enable notification, you can go for it. Yes. So you created this. Then as part of your learning, how do you increase your traffic? Means load, because we are not production machine, but we want to realize or we want to feel the auto scaling. How you can do it?
We have a tool called stress, so we can
Yeah.
install that stress tool in our EC2 instance, and we
Yeah.
can scale it stress hyphen
Okay.
CPU hyphen file
Okay.
or something like.
In that case, can you remodify if you want to do it now? Can you? It's a very simple command. Can you go to your auto scaling policy and check minimum 1, maximum 3, so that it will be easy for us to realize.
Okay.
Go to configure policy.
Yeah,
No, you can go there also. Why you closed? Okay.
Sorry,
Because the reason is so many people from the world are going to refresh and get benefited. We are also parallelly helping many people who really looking for such hands-on and use cases. That is why I'm requesting everyone, you learn and help others from joining from some common room. I hope we are all doing the same for office calls, right?
yes.
So just say next.
I will
Average
put
utilization.
50.
Yes.
Yeah, 50%.
So take it average 50 and mention 1 minimum, maximum 4 or maximum 3.
Yeah, I mentioned 3.
Okay. So now you just reduce that time, warm up time. The more you reduce, the more quick it will be added.
I'll put 10 seconds as warm up time.
Yes, but there will be a minimum. Just say next.
Next.
Okay, and next. And next. And say create auto scaling group. So the moment you please remember, whenever you create anything, no, actually the thing is your name also should be displayed whole world. That is why I'm keep on repeating. We okay. There is a lot of background noise, which shows your name also to the public lifelong. It will create something different. That is why I'm keep on saying. Treat this office call. If you are not able to accommodate in a separate room, please watch it later. That is only my request, because I'm putting a lot of efforts last 11 years. Till now, I'm seeing people are really taking as something different. Okay, just wait for some time. So you will get some machine. So you will get one machine. So what we can do is that machine, we are going to install stress command and we can increase the traffic. But one thing you need to make sure when you create any instance using auto scaling group, then some people, what is happening is during learning, they are going to just to terminate the instance and they are forgetting the auto scaling rule. Later point, they are keep complaining that Vijay, I got a huge bill, because if auto scaling rule is in place, even you delete manually, terminate the instance, again and again, the instance will be relaunched, because we clearly told minimum instance we need. That instance will be relaunched automatically because the rule is in place. So if in this situation, you need to first kill the rule, delete the rule, will in turn will delete all relevant instance. Just refresh it. Because that is where I'm really not able to conduct many of my senior sessions, because I also expect the same from people, but that is not happening so many years. Okay. In the meantime, instead of waiting, so I will share my screen quickly. We will do the same in Azure also, so that people can get more understanding. Are you able to see my screen? Are you able to see my screen? I'm going for a portal.azure.com. So I'm going for create. Okay, I'm just going for a resources. There is a virtual machine scale set, right? Click this. Okay, so we are going to do the same auto scaling in Azure. Create the virtual machine scale set. So I'm just going to select the resource group, say some resource group, say web server. Okay, and I'm saying I want across the zones, CentOS 7 and 1 CPU, 1 GB memory, and password username is my usual 𝐕𝐢𝐼.com. It's a 𝐕𝐢𝐼 computer, which I used to mention from 3 to last 20 years. So netadmin and CNL 1234 and say next. And I don't want to go with the SSD because I'm learning. So I will go with the normal hard disk. So everything I'm going with the default settings. And here instance count, I need only one. Okay, and I'm going to for custom. So here I'm saying 1 minimum, maximum 4, and CPU threshold is if I go beyond 60%, automatically I need. So we cannot go less than 5 minutes. So we must wait 5 minutes. Okay, number of instance increase by, if you say 2, it will be added 2 plus 2 plus 2 like this, but maximum 4. So I'm going with 1. CPU threshold after increased, again I want to automate the come back to normal. So I'm defining less than 25% utilization. That means you start remove 1 and keep it always 1. Okay, come down, say next, and then the storage account, come down, health, all default settings, and say here you can go with a force load balance across zones. So even it is really recommended, and say tax and say review plus create and come down. Because the interactive session always enjoy. That is why most of the sessions, the instructors, they are explaining, but they are not encouraging students to speak and argue. That is where most of people they are missing the actual lessons, which ended up with a lot of confusion, fear, everything. So the more you support, the more I will bring more sessions apart from the other teams are delivering. most of my session is going to be like this. I really don't want to deliver one-sided presentation. So we are creating the virtual machine scale set. I'm also going to create a virtual machine. I will tell you why. Because there is some storage account issues which I don't have time to troubleshoot. But I want to show you how autoscaling works. So better, I'm going with Azure. I'm going with the virtual machine. So the idea here is, okay. Normally, we are going to create a virtual machine scale set with minimum 1, maximum 4, and add 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, right? So once you launched, you go directly to this machine and run the stress command. Okay, but there is some my account issue which is not allowing me to directly go. So what I'm going to do is, but I want to show you the exact field. So I'm creating the another VM with public IP. I'm going to log in using SSH. From this machine, I'm going to log in here. I'm going to run the stress command. The same. Instead of going directly and run the stress command, from this machine, I'm going to log in and run the stress command. Can you confirm whether you understood what I'm trying in the chat? So I'm going here, I'm going here, I'm going here, I'm going here, say server 1, the same east US, everything is same. I'm going for a password, the username, 𝐕𝐢𝐽 CNL 12345. Come down. Next, I'm going for a normal hard disk, networking. So go with the existing one. What you created, this one. Go here. How do I know the existing networking? So go here. Go to networking. The virtual machine scale set. So if you see this, automatically you will get some networking idea. So go here or get the machine IP address. So go to instance and go to here. You will see the actual IP address. So 10.0.0.4. So go here. This is the virtual network. So make sure the same virtual network you are having. Yes, the same subnet range. So that means you can able to log in that machine management. And I'm going with storage. I'm going with all default settings. Review, create. And the stress command is going to be, let me just tell you. I'm going to say create. So this is the command. So we will wait once this server is launched. So in the meantime, of course, this is started. So we will go here, go to resource. So there is a instance, which is the one instance is running. But what we said is define the rule 1, maximum 4, right? So go here and make sure what is the IP address. So this is the IP address. So I'm going to put it in my notepad. What is the IP address? This is the IP address. So go here and we will keep this because you need to keep this in one tab open. So keep refresh, but we haven't logged in. We'll wait the VM. Yeah, VM is created. Go to that VM. We are going to log in Mobile Extreme. We are going to have Mobile Extreme. I'm just opening Mobile Extreme. So I'm just going to session SSH what is my IP address? This is my IP address. Go here. I'm going here. I'm pasting it. What is the username I given while creating? 𝐕𝐢𝐣𝐚. Enter it. Okay, so not that means going here. So SSH, what is the user I want to log in which machine? I want to log in this machine, right? So I'm just logging in that machine. Enter. So the same password CNL12345. So I logged in. Okay, so now we will do this. What is this? Top. And also I'm going to log in another window so that I will make sure the part. What is the command history we have run? So SSH, this one. Go here. I'm opening two putty window. You can say putty. If you are not sure this mobile extreme, just say putty. So here also I'm going to log in. Basically, I'm opening two putty window. To make sure one window I'm going to run the top command, another window I'm going to run the stress command. So I'm going to say top command, but this is the base machine. We need to go inside that machine to make sure we are right machine. We are into right machine. Yes, we are in right machine. So one, if you see the CPU is always cool. There is no load. But what we are going to try is stress command. There is no stress command. So how do I? So I'm going to say, copy this, go here, yum install, go here, paste it. So we are going to install this package. Yes. So once you installed, I want to virtually create the load. So go here and run it. Enter. So the moment you given, see here, slowly the utilization is spiking out. The utilization is spiking out. So go back immediately to your actual virtual machine scale set. Wait for 4 to 5 minutes because we said the 5 minutes gap. The reason is sometimes the wrong spike also will happen. So that is why there will be a drain time which will observe sometime. If the duration is having the same issue, that means it's a genuine. So start trigger the actual auto scaling. Okay, in the meantime, so can you, Naveen, if it is completed, probably you can share. Naveen?
Yes, Vijay, it is completed. So,
yeah, you can share your screen so that we can have it.
So I have the first launch configuration, right, which I have used. So that launch configuration, it was taking some time. So I created a new launch configuration and updated the auto scaling policy. So it created immediately. I used Amazon Linux, this one, Amazon Linux to EMI and T2 Micro. So it created an EC2 instance pretty quickly. So I have one EC2 instance right now. One EC2 instance. It is T2 small. So I have logged into that EC2 instance using EC2 Connect. So here sudo hyphen
sudo space su to become a root. So now you install a stress command and you can go for it.
This is yum install, right?
Yeah, yum install. Probably I can send you in the chat. You can copy paste. I'm just going to share this. Can you just see this in chat? I'm just sending you.
Okay.
Yeah, I sent. You can copy paste and do it. First the yum install part, then you can see, this is how you need to concentrate on one use case which you are picking. So that will be really useful if you at least put effort in this 3 months. That is why I'm really pushing you all instead of putting everything. I'm there to help. But the thing is, I want your interest towards your life. Okay, enter.
Enter.
Yeah, so install. Now you copy paste the other command, stress space -CPU space 90 or 95 or something. CPU 80. Enter. So that means you are started giving the thing. Go on mute. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you. Okay. Can you see my screen now? Okay. See here. I'm going to refresh it. Let's see. The spike out is still there. So we are just started, but still there is a server. Screen is not visible.
Yes, Vijay, your screen is not visible.
Okay. Can you just confirm now? Can you confirm it now? Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, we are able to see now.
Yeah. So still it is going for a refresh. Wait for some time. Still the utilization is in peak. So we define some rule above the threshold still is there. So at any point of time, we will see some more machines, one machine added, and then quickly another machine also will be added. We'll see. Because if people are not interested such use cases, even one use case, spending some time, probably I can even explain a lot of things, but people will not understand. That is the major concept. I arranged this program to make sure you know what you are doing as part of each use case. I'm just going to refresh it. Still, it is taking some time. Naveen, for you, it created the additional instance, or still the standby time is going?
Still the standby time is going.
Okay. I'm just going to refresh. Yeah, are you able to see? Confirm in the chat. Are you able to see the another machine got scaled automatically? There is a new VM got created, right? So now you all understand auto scaling. So only thing is during your learning, people who are complaining, I need a real-time use case. There is no real-time use case. You need to go and create your lab and do like this. The same thing in production. So now if you do this, you can very well claim yourself as, yes, I worked in AWS project. Whenever there is a issue, I used to create a auto scaling rule. That's it. I'm really I'm hearing this past so many years. I don't have any real-time experience. This is the real-time experience. Instead of keep spending or wasting your energy on money on the theoretical based instance or training, you yourself create some account. Only thing is you need to know the procedures. That's it. This is actual real-time. Maybe in actual real-time, the number of instance, the rule may be different, but the concepts are same. Their actual application load, but here you are creating a virtual load. I'm seeing in this group also, there are so many fear, confusion still. I don't have a real-time experience. Even I'm hearing day to day. No, there is not such a real-time experience. Even if you go to project, only you are allowed to work what is the actual delivery. You are not allowed to work something different as part of your learning. The learning always has to be like this. Okay, Naveen, can you share your screen and show whether you are able to?
Yeah, Vijay, I have a question.
Yes.
Is there any other way to give the load? So apart from this,
Yeah, there is a DD command. There is
URL, right?
There is a DD command. There is a if else command. There are a lot of ways. If you want, I can share it in the group. That's not an issue. But this is a very simple way people can easily remember.
Okay. So we can't create application and then give the load. Or it's not
you can create one application. In the application load, you can have but that are all complex. See.
Yeah, correct.
You need to experience how auto scaling works. That's it.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Can you see the screen? There is a one more instance got created. Correct, Naveen?
Yes, Vijay.
Yes. So this is how. So now you should not go and delete the instance. So you need to go and terminate the auto scaling rules. Can you go to auto scaling rule and delete that? So that automatically all EC2 related instance will be also be deleted. Yeah. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to share back. Go on mute. So I'm going to share my screen. So who is coming next? Who is coming next? Create 3 EC2 instance or launch web app. So I'll go random. Launch serverless web app using Elastic Beanstalk. It's very easy. Who is there is a persons. Launch serverless web app. Srinivas. Okay, I'm just going to. Yeah, you already have it. So you can unmute and speak. Kishore, you can also. There are people. Asharuddin, Naveen, Advale. Naveen already did a couple of things. So Advale, Obina, Muthu.
Vijay, actually, I had issues with my Azure AWS account, so I'm working with the support team.
Okay, anybody who can do this? Muthu. See, okay.